everyone. Welcome to Lunenburg Public Library's Al Fresco Story Time. Normally this story time is held outside on our patio. We've been pretty fortunate so far. We've missed a couple, but we've been able to be out there, and the children and their families are being real troopers and dressing warmly and bringing a blanket to sit on, and we're making it work. So if you are able to, on some Monday morning at 11, come outside and join us, we'd love to meet you in person. So today for our story time, we're going to be talking about this creature right here. This, as you can see, is a big owl. So this is our owl story time. But let's start our story time, as we do all of them, with our welcome song, okay? And I bet if you've done story time before, you're starting to learn our welcome song with our sign language. So sing along with me, would you? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. So hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Okay. So, and before we go much further, we have to remember to have our friend Mr. Fresco join us. This is where he stays when we're not doing story time. This is his little home. So, buongiorno, Mr. Fresco. Buongiorno. Nice to see you. Buongiorno, boys and girls and families. Nice to see you as well. Well, Mr. Fresco, we are going to be doing a story time about this guy today and some of his other bird friends. Let's see. Oh, el gufo, el gufo. Oh, that must be the Italian word for owl, el gufo. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Fresco. Let's have you sit over here on your stool, and you can watch as we share some stories about el gufo. Okay. So before we get started, though, let's talk a little bit about this creature right here. I have a basket in here with some facts about owls that I wanted to share with you. That might be kind of fun just to mix them up a little bit, and we'll see what we get. All right, so let's see. Oh, the first fact tells us that owls are carnivores. Do you know what that means? Yep, they're meat eaters, and they will eat rodents, which is rats and mice, small or medium-sized. They'll eat mammals and nocturnal insects. So I wonder if that means mosquitoes. That'd be great. Fish, and they'll actually eat other birds. But they are carnivores. They need to eat meat. Seeds and berries is not going to do it for them. Let's see, what else have we got in our basket here? Oh, so interesting fact, owls are actually found all over the world. The only place they don't live is Antarctica. I think not many people or living beings can survive in that very extreme climate. And they're also found in many different habitats. So you might find one in a desert owl or a forest. We certainly know there's forest owls, wetland owls, jungle owls. So all over the world you will find our friends. All right, let's see, what else have we got in here? Oh, the owl's feathers. So as you know, owls do their hunting at night. They are nocturnal as well as carnivores. They are birds of prey, so they eat live critters. So in order to capture these live critters, they have to be very quiet. So they have special, their wings are designed in a special way that the ends of them are actually, we call it fringed, but they have spaces between them. So when they are moving their wings, the air passes through the wings, and you don't hear that whoosh, whoosh sound. It's actually pretty silent. So it says, their broad wings and light bodies make them nearly silent as they fly through the sky, which helps them to be very good hunters, as you can imagine. All right. What else have we got? Let's see. Oh, I thought this was especially interesting. Owls actually have 3 eyelids. Do you know what your eyelid is? I'm going to take my glasses off. It's actually this part of your eye right here, the covering that comes down over our eye. It helps to clean the surface of our eye, protect our eyes. We just have one. An owl has 3. One's for blinking, so they blink their eyes to, I'm sure, to clean them. One is for sleeping, so they have a different lid that they pull down when they're sleeping. And one is for keeping the eye clean and healthy. So the blinking part must be for something else. Maybe it's a way that they message other birds. I don't know, but they have 3 eyelids. Interesting. All right, almost done. Oh, and then this part we talked about a minute ago. Owls are actually nocturnal. Do you know what that means? That's a great word. It means they are awake at night and sleep during the day. However, you may have seen an owl during the day, and in times of stress or when food is low, owls may hunt at any time during the day just to get enough food. So if you see an owl out and about during the day, it's probably because he didn't get enough to eat last night, so he had to keep searching. All right. So a barn owl, which is one of our types of owls, actually can eat up to 1,000 mice in 1 year. Yikes. They actually usually swallow them whole. Doesn't sound very appetizing. Many farmers use barn owl boxes and other tricks to try to attract the barn owls to their fields and to their barns to help control mice in those barns and fields. So they do what they can. They really want to have those barn owls around their property. So that's some interesting facts about our friend here, Mr. El Grufo. Gufo. Try to see if I can find Mr. Oh, there it is. Okay. Usually, Mr. Fresco brings us a picture with our word, and here it is, Il Gufo. Here's a picture of the owl. Il Gufo. I'll put that right up there too. Yeah, that's fine. Put it down there. Okay, great. So, the story I want to share with you right now, and it's called Who Is It? By Megan McDonald. Let's see what the story is about. There's that barn owl. Mother Owl first heard the sound just before dark, a faint woo, 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 like a trickle of wind in the trees, woo, 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 softer than a kitten scratching on the barn door. I wonder what that sound is. She knew that sound from somewhere, but where? Twilight, a ribbon of pink paled the sky, and fireflies flickered like candles. Chill air let her know it's night. Time for her to go off hunting. Woohoo! Father Owl is gone in search of food. Mother Owl blinked. Oh, you know what? I stand corrected. I think this is Father Owl. Mother Owl stays with the eggs on the nest. Once, twice. It was time for her to stir now. Feathers tucked around her had been keeping her eggs warm all day. Oh, look at all her eggs. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There it was again. No more than a whisper. Grrf, grrf. Was it a puppy barking? Far away? Not sure. She's looking around though. Do you see her up there? She is on the top of the hayloft, looking around, making sure she can keep her eggs safe and herself. Meow, meow. Is it a kitten crying, gone astray? She swiveled her head from side to side, just looking and listening. One thing about an owl that we didn't share with one of our facts was the fact that an owl is very unique in that it can turn its head almost all the way around. We can turn our head a little bit, about 180 degrees. They can do up to 270 degrees. That's almost all the way around. 360 would be all the way. They have extra, the bones in your neck, the vertebrae, they have an extra set, so it allows them to fully move their neck around, their head around. She's listening. Is it a mouse scurrying across the barn floor? The creaking and sighing of the old barn door? What is that sound? She flew silently from her nest in the loft, soundlessly over the farm, a ghost owl white against the black inky sky. And you can see, I don't know, hopefully you can, the spaces between her wings which allow her to be such a silent flyer. Could it be, oh no, a snake? That only she could see? Or was it a raccoon climbing up a tree? Chirr, chirr. Mother Owl knew the dark, and she knew its sounds. What was this secret? What is she hearing? She's gone out to investigate. Oh my. Whoa, do you see the size of that snake? Yikes. That is a big snake. Look at how beautiful. I love that picture. The whoosh of a dragonfly wings in the dark? A woodpecker tapping tat-a-tat-tat, tat-a-tat-tat at a tree bark? Near or far? Far or near? Ka-kahoo, ka-ka-kahoo. Loud and fast. It's actually Father Owl. He's coming back. Careful, dragonfly. I suspect you could be someone's dinner. All night long, Mother Owl circled the fields and returned out and over and away and back. Sweeping and swooping through the trees, she searched. And then she flew back to her eggs, back to her nest. Wondering and waiting. What do you suppose she's waiting for? A splinter of light, no more than a sliver, is filtered through the cracks in the old barn. Bits of dust danced, floated in the first light, and then settled. Do you know what that means? That means dawn is coming. Start of a new day. The sound of dry twigs being broken. It is near, it's not far. Round and white, the first egg started to sway and jostle, and it tipped. Shh! The baby owl called to his mother from inside the shell. I didn't know they could do that. That's cool. Cages can be a little pesky sometimes. Oh, look. Look what was making that sound. It was the baby eaglet inside the nest. Inside the egg. A crack as fine as the vein of a new leaf. And then out it came with its eyes closed, downy as milkweed. Oh, her first egg has hatched. Do you think he knows that's his mama? I bet he does. Woof, woof, woof. Grrr. Whoosh. Tat-a-tat-tat, tat-a-tat-tat. Shh. Those are all the sounds she heard. It was the sounds of her new nestling, right here all the time. Click, click, clack. Father Owl snapped his beak, spread his wings. He was watching what was going on. Mother Owl dried her new baby and snuggled in closer to keep it warm, waiting. There are 4 more eggs to hatch. And now dawn has arrived. Hopefully Mama will be able to get a little bit of sleep. Isn't that a lovely story? I really like that. Mama finally figured out what was making that noise. Okay. All right, I have an activity for us to do. Clipboard. Okay, so I'm going to do a song right now that's all about some things that we can do with different parts of our body, and we're all growing and learning new skills, but because you can only see this much of me, I'm just going to do a few simple little ones, but it's endless. You can do as many as you want. The song goes like this. I can make my hands go clap, 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 clap. Can you clap? Yeah, that's an easy one. You learn that when you're a baby. I can make my hands go clap, clap, clap. They're a part of me. Let's see, what else? I can make my fingers go wiggle, 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 wiggle. I can make my fingers go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. They're a part of me. There's your fingers. You can wiggle them up real high, wiggle them way down low. Sure, wiggle your fingers. It feels good to do that. I can make my head go shake, 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 shake. I can make my head go shake, shake, shake. It's a part of me. And hopefully you're going shake, shake, shake. And agreeing. Let's hope that happens. Let's see, what else could you do? Oh, your shoulders. This is another good exercise that feels good. I can make my shoulders go up and down, up and down, up and down. I can make my shoulders go up and down. They're a part of me. Another thing you could do, you could make your feet go jump, 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 or your feet go stomp, stomp, stomp. Your knees go bend, bend, bend. So all different kinds of ways that you can move your body, and it's important to keep doing that, moving a lot, especially if you're outside and it's cold. This is a good song for outside. So that was kind of a fun one. That's an oldie but goodie, as they say. Okay, I have another book to share. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I know I say that a lot, but this is a really, really sweet little story. It's called Owl Babies, and Martin Waddell wrote this story. Excuse me. And Patrick Benson drew the pictures. Like those little babies. Are they the cutest? I want to scoot up a little bit so maybe you can see the pictures a little better. Okay. Oh, favorite time of night for owls. It's dark. If you have a chance, stop by the library and check out this book, or have your mom or dad arrange to pick it up for you, because it is a great story and I love the pictures. Once there were 3 baby owls, Sarah and Percy and Bill. They lived in a hole in the trunk of a tree with their owl mother. That's another thing about owls that I learned. They're not big nest builders. Typically what they'll do is they'll find a hole in a tree, and if they're lucky, someone else, another bird, has made a nest in there, and they'll just take it over and use it for their own. The hole had twigs and leaves and owl feathers in it. It was their house. Sounds like it was probably pretty comfortable for them. So cute. One night they woke up and their owl mother was gone. "Where's Mommy?" asked Sarah. "Oh my goodness," said Percy. And Bill, who's the littlest of the owls, said, "I want my mommy." Can you see that face? That is one sad face. Poor Bill. The baby owls thought. All owls think a lot, you know. "I think she's gone hunting," said Sarah. "Oh, to get us our food," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. But their owl mother didn't come back. The baby owls came out of their house, and they sat on the tree, and they waited for her. There was a big branch for Sarah, a small branch for Percy, and an old piece of ivy for Bill. There he is. "She'll be back," said Sarah. "Back soon," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. Poor Bill. Oh, and there they are. See them sitting in the tree? They look so tiny. It It was dark in the woods, and they had to be brave, for things moved all around them. Oh, she's going to bring us mice and things that are nice, said Sarah. Oh, I suppose so, said Percy. You know what Bill said, don't you? I want my mommy. They sat and they thought, because all owls think a lot. I think we should all sit on my branch, said Sarah. And so they did, all three together. So now they're all staying nice and close. That must make them feel better. Oh, now they're getting a little worried. Mom's been gone for a while. Oh, suppose she got lost, said Sarah. Or a fox got her, said Percy. Oh, you can imagine this is what's going to get Bill all upset. I want my mommy, said Bill. And the baby owls closed their owl eyes and wished their owl mother would come home. And she came. Oh, look at that beautiful wingspan. And there again, you can see the separation in those feathers so that she can fly very silently. Soft and silent, she swooped through the trees to Sarah and Percy and Bill. You can see they don't know she's coming because she's very quiet and they have their backs to her. Mommy, they cried when they saw her, and they flapped and they danced and they bounced up and down on their branch. Oh, they are so excited that she's back. Those are some happy faces. What's all this fuss? Their mother owl asked. Their owl mother asked, You knew I'd come back. The baby owls thought, because all owls think a lot. Oh, I knew it, said Sarah, and I knew it, said Percy. Guess what Bill said? I love my mommy. I think we kind of knew that. And that's the end. Isn't that a great story? I love that one. So sweet. Okay, so I have one more activity for us to do, and then we're going to, I'll show you the craft that you can stop by the library again and pick up. All right, so hold on. Let me just turn this around a little bit. It's right on the other side of the library. So. Okay. Big tree. Can't see the whole thing because it's a little close, but the big tree here. And there's some owls in the tree. I think let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is an activity all about 5 little owls. Now, these 5 little owls are going to be making some noise, so I need you to help me, okay? All right? It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little owls were sitting in a tree, and they were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. Could you try that? Whoa, pretty good. 1 flew away. I guess it was too noisy. Flying away. Goodbye. Now there are 4 little owls sitting in a tree, shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. 1 owl flew away. There she goes. On those silent wings. Now there are 3 little owls sitting in a tree. They were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. Try it again. Can you do it really loud? Oh, that's awesome. 1 flew away. Goodbye, owl. How many now? This is an easy one. 1, 2. 2 little owls sitting in a tree, and they were shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. 1 flew away. Here goes this guy. Goodbye. Goodbye, owl. Good luck hunting. How many? Just 1 left. 1 left. 1 little owl was sitting in a tree. He was shouting, hoo, 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 as loud as can be. Then he flew away. Goodbye, goodbye. And now there are no little owls sitting in the tree. Aw, is that cute? Cute, just simple little poem about owls. Okay, so before we finish up today, I want to show you what we have for your craft that you can pick up. There are these wonderful little kits that are available. You just have to call the library, have your family call or email me, and arrange to pick one up. So this one is a celery stamped owl craft. So the directions are here, pretty simple. The parts of the owl are in the bag. So you are just going to need a piece of celery. Or if you don't have any celery at home, what you're going to do is you're going to use this little round shape, to make feathers on your owl, okay? So don't have celery, just use a brush. Or just use your finger to make some feathers on it, or anything that you'd like. A Q-tip. Q-tip would also work. But this is how this is going to look. So, I'll take out my pieces from my owl, and in your bag you are going to have your owl, 2 very fancy feathers, wings, 2 very large eyes, the owl's little feet, gonna have to pick it up, and his beak. And all those pieces are in the bag for you when you come by. I happen to have some beautiful brown paint right here. Can you make some brown paint if you don't have it? Not everybody might not have brown. Or if you mix a little bit of orange, and actually pretty much mix all your colors together. A little bit of orange, a little bit of green, I think. Maybe a little bit of blue. I don't know, I'm pretty much, you know what happens when you mix all your colors together, you get a brown color. So you could try making your own brown paint. Or who's to say that the feathers have to be brown? You could use whatever color you'd like. What I'm going to do, though, is I have a little cup right here, and I put a piece of paper towel on the bottom, just so that when I do my stamping, it gives me a nice little surface so that I get a nice even. Okay, so here's my celery, some paint on it. Here's my owl, and I'm going to start adding, here, I'll hold it up here so you can see, some feathers. Feather, like this, and paint. A whole bunch of feathers across the front of his body. Makes a pretty cool feather. I like this. It's fun to do. This is soup making weather, so hopefully your family might have some celery in the fridge for you to try. All right, so we have a few feathers on here, and what we're going to do now is we will add our owl's eyes. That. Has some very big eyes. Woohoo! There's our owl. Let's see, how about his wings on the side? Maybe I'll put, yeah, blue on the side. Really fancy wings. And then, of course, his 2 feet. So he can grip on a branch to hold himself up. And, of course, he needs his beak. He needs his beak. Oops, this way. All right, so that's it. That's how I did my owl. You can do yours any way you'd like. The parts are in there for you to use. And I hope you have fun doing this. And I also hope you enjoyed story time today. I'm sure Mr. Fresco enjoyed being out of his home for a little